Shalom Akim. First off, I want to start by saying all praise goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the Spirit. Okay, our apostles and our elders, double honors unto them. Salutation go out to the Akim out there, push this word, and also saying in honesty throughout the full corner of the world. The hopeful elect, low will and part of that number. I'm the brother Kara Allah. And through the Spirit, I'm going to get into a quick lesson, okay? Low, this is, a really quick hit. But, just the word. It's Matthew 13:31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field. Right? Now, as you read this passage, this chapter, not the 13th chapter, before these different parables, you come to find out, the field is the world. All right. So I would have to say the man is speaking about Yahushua, okay? Because it says his field, all right, his world. This all belongs to Yahushua, and when he comes down through the Spirit, or through the will and through the Spirit of the Most High, Yahushua is going to take over this kingdom, this whole world, and it's going to be his. So let me start that from the top again. Matthew 13:31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, think the kingdom of the Most High is like unto a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in the field. So the kingdom of the Most High is like a grain of mustard seed, which is a very small seed, okay? It's small, tiny, right? Which indeed is the least of all seeds, right? Is very small, the smallest, if not the smallest. Okay, it's a very small seed, if not the smallest, which indeed, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, right? Because when the mustard seed is planted and it grows into a tree, it's a really, huge tree. You can look it up. It's as big as a house. It's one of the biggest trees, and wide. All right. It says, among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. And that is how the kingdom of heaven is, because the kingdom of heaven, all right, the kingdom that you're striving for, it starts within you, within us. What's that? Luke 17, I believe, 20 says, and when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of the Most High should come, all right, the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven, he answered them and said, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here, or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. Okay, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. All right. And what does that mean? It means that if you want the kingdom, we have to strive for the kingdom. All right, we have to strive for it, and by striving for it, we have to strive to be delivered into the kingdom. Okay. The kingdom comes with Yahushua. The kingdom comes with being beamed up into those chariots and being saved out of this coming destruction. All right, and at that instant, the kingdom is being built. Okay. So the kingdom starts with what? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Bible. Your mentality is supposed to be towards the wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, obeying the laws to the best of your ability. That's where the kingdom starts. all right, within you, within Israel, all right, and also that's talking about the elect also, all right, because 2/3 is not striving for the kingdom, all right. The scriptures say, you're supposed to try to get things on high, all right. Man, I don't know if I can find that. You know, I don't know if I can find that. But the scriptures speak about trying to get things on high, all right, which is what we're striving for. And scriptures also speak about building up for yourself spiritual treasures, all right. And that's where our treasures are gonna be, in the kingdom. Wherever, you know, our treasures are gonna be in the kingdom. So let me just go back to Matthew 13:31, which indeed is the least of all seeds. Right now, Israel, you know, the kingdom is in us. All right, Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the least of all seeds. All right, out of all these different nations, out of all these heathens, all right, which these different nations, the Lord chose Israel, but Israel is on low. Okay, Israel is on low right now. Yeah, last hired, first fired. You know, mocked, scoffed, that. All right, disrespected, shamed. Okay, so Israel is the low, which indeed is the least of all seed. We are the least, but when it is grown, it is greatest. So, you know, when I hear that, I think of, you know, humility, you know, being humble. All right. Let me see real quick. I should be able to get a precept. I should be able to get a precept. This is Ephesians. No, this is Colossians 3:12. Matter of fact, let me see what one says. Okay, so this Colossians 3:1. Now jump to 12. It says, if he then be risen with Yahushua, seek those things which are above, where Yahushua Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High Yahweh. So we're supposed to seek those things which are above, which is going into the kingdom. All right, because Yahushua is coming down, those angels, to set us on high, you know, through the Spirit. All right, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Yeah, that's the worldly things. See, 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, don't want to believe that they're Israelites. They're too accustomed to the ways of, you know, their predicament. They're too accustomed to the ways of the so-called white man's rulership. All right, they're too accustomed to the ways of these false idols and false gods. Verse 2 says, Colossians 3:2, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So we're not worried about worldly things, you know, but we're more dealing with spiritual things. Okay, I'm gonna jump down to 12 now. It says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, as the elect, because we're striving to be the elect. Okay, because the elect is going to be saved. The elect is going to be brought into the kingdom. It says, holy and beloved bowels of mercies, kindness. Okay, mercies and kindness. This is what we have, which is what we show one another. These are just, to name the characteristics, a man of the elect should have. All right, you could make all the shows, get all the breakdowns, have all the wisdom, but if you don't have mercy and kindness, all right, then you can't be of the elect. It says, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. Humbleness of mind and meekness. So I did a real quick, nothing serious, Google's humbleness. It says is a quality of being modest or unpretentious. Your humbleness is what keeps you from bragging about all the places you've traveled and the many languages you speak. True humbleness is characterized by humility and a certain quietness or reserve. So, that's one thing that this truth teaches you: humbleness. All right, the Lord is only coming for the humble, the meek. Okay, meek, quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on or submissive. Right, submissive towards what? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Bible, the law, statutes, commandments. Submissive towards the warnings, taking heed to the teachings of our apostles and our elders. You have to be meek. The Lord said, unless you come back as a child, all right, you cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. Meaning, you have to learn all over again. A child is taught, a child is learned, showed. Okay, so we have to be like a child again. So that was just some few precepts on through the Spirit, my perception of Matthew's 13 and 31. And I hope brothers were edified. I myself was edified. And I want to say all praise goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the Spirit. And salutations to Akhmat, they're pushing this word. And Lord will, I'll see you out there on the battlefield. Shalom.